Shalom, shalom, Joshua Island, Byways like Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, I heard the process down for Babylon the Great. First things first, word two. Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rashdah. And the Hebrew tongue, names of his Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors, Apostle Elder to Great Millstone. And shalom, she shall bless like this truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to themselves approved. Shalom. Hey. Very, very special day, Yahshua. When it comes sundown, Passover officially begins. And like, Lord willing, this be the last Passover. So it's pretty much going to be like a Passover highway hedges type of special. I'm feeling real good. It's a good day out here, a little windy, but nonetheless, hey, our power is about to show himself on our behalf. We're about to see the same type of power that our ancestors, which are us, but our ancestors back then seen, when Moses was leading them up out of Egypt. They seen Egypt get plagued with all kind of, plagues and stuff. The Yahushua did. The same way it's happening to Babylon the Great. You see how the food plants is all burning up. That's like locusts eating up the crops. They just had a chemical spill in Ohio. That just spread off into the dam. So this place is about to this, man. You see, like the vintage is failing. The bread and staff is breaking. Hey, and that's how power Yahushua showing us like, hey, it's time to go home. So now we need to have our spiritual bags packed and get ready to get up out this place. It's time to be ready to go home. Time to get ready for Israel to show itself. So we'll start off this right here. And this is Judges 5 and 9. My heart is toward the governors of Israel that offer themselves willingly among the people. Bless ye the Lord, man. And now who's the governors of Israel, man? That goes into, apostles and elders, the brothers you got here on the highway and hedges, all the prophets that's pushing the word to how about Yahushua. That's your new rulership. They're showing themselves now. The house of David is being, that temple is being rebuilt. So you seeing our new leadership, man, starting the apostles elders on down. The Lord is talking to us. We arm ourselves up and make ourselves sacrifice. We get out on the highway and hedges. So it says 10. Speak ye that ride on white asses, ye that sit judgment and by the way. And that goes to the judges. This new rules has been set up. It's been set up. It said white asses, man. White go in the pure. It's like, hey, we about to leave this place. We got to get up out of here. So I'm going to hit 11. They that lift noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. There should they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the villages in Israel. Then should the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So what we about to do later on is we're going to rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, man. And we do that, we do the high holy days. We can't do it perfect, but we do it to the best of our abilities, and that goes to that precept right there. We rehearse the righteous acts. We do what our forefathers did. We do the ceremonies. We keep the feast days. Keep the laws best of our abilities, and that's the righteous acts. Rehearsing it, because we're still in captivity. We can't do it perfect, so don't get bummed out. Don't be like, oh man, I didn't do it the way the scripture said it. Like the scripture said right here, we rehearse the righteous acts. And it said, from the noise of the archers in the place of drawing water. This is right where the living water is going out, man. Right here in Babylon the Great. Living water is going out. Lessons is going out daily. It said the noise of the archers. Hey, when World War III hit up, Civil War hit up, everybody gonna have them guns and them archers going out, man. This place gonna get chaotic. That's why I do this grace and mercy through Yahweh Yahushua. I recommend you get this truth while you can. Because once all hell break loose, you're not going to be out here, prophesying and telling you to meet the Lord, man. Seek the Lord while he may be found. That's why this is a very special thing. Because we get, like I said, delivered from the noise of the archers, man. The Passover is about deliverance. Yahweh Shai, he plagued Egypt. He set Moses up, that first governor, to lead our people up out of Egypt, up out of bondage. We about to do the same thing. It's being parallel, man. We're going through the same type of deliverance. It's gonna be way more spectacular than what our ancestors saw that when Moses leading us out of there. So we gotta get spiritual back, gotta be packed, you gotta be ready to get up out of here, and you gotta get a kingdom mindset, man. Focus on the things that be above.
I got a quick since you said that. This is Jeremiah 31:8. It says, "Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from across the earth, and from which the blind and the lame, the woman and the woman with child, and her that is travaileth with child together, a great company shall return to them." And that's what's going on. That's that Passover. The Lord is going to bring us from that the north country, which that's where we at now, man. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, and deliver those who was of the elect, man. That's why the Passover is a holy time, man. It's a spiritual time. It's real. It's a solemn assembly. It's not a party, man. It's not a lamb dinner, man. So you got to get right so we can be delivered out of that. Because like the brother said, it's going to be a time that nobody ever seen before. Hey, it's going to be worse than when Pharaoh was chasing down Moses. Then it's going to be way worse. The scriptures prophesied. So, hey, we want to be a part of that number that the Lord deliver us from the north country.
About to be like no other, man. He about to do everything he got. And see, I like because Esau's in the spirit of Pharaoh now. We getting free. We coming off the plantation, man. We not in place Christianity no more. We don't give reverence to Jesus no more. So the devil's seeing that, and he don't want to let us go. So what are y'all doing? He plaguing this place, man. Esau can't get nothing right, man. You look up, all this stuff is failing. And like what's that Malachi 1 and 3, he trying to build up like with Trump. He said we're gonna make America great again. It's not becoming great. It's going down more and more in the hole. So that's pissing this devil off because he don't want to let us go because he know he needs us to uphold his system. So when we finally start to really get free and this devil see it, what's gonna happen? Man, he gonna come down with great wrath. So he gonna come with his Terminators, super soldiers, all the heathens gonna be all gathered up. He gonna be like, man, get them, man.
This is Jeremiah 16 and start at 14. It says, "Therefore, behold, the day cometh, saith the Lord, that it will no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the land wherein he had driven them, and I will bring them again to their land that I have gave unto their fathers." Man, that's that new Passover the Lord is about to bring unto us. And like I said, there's gonna be no more said that there's gonna be no more said about the escape from Egypt. We're gonna be talking about the exodus out of here, Babylon the Great.
Bear with us one second, y'all. Bear with us. Bear with us, Joshua. Bear with us. We ain't blowing pretty hard out here today. Got something. Man, this just got one like windy like here early. I brought me something to really, hold my camera down. Bear with us, y'all. Sharala, bear with us. I took all the heavy stuff out of my car, man.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. I'm gonna read that again. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. And it reads, Therefore, behold, the day cometh, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said that the Lord liveth and brought the children of Israel out of the land. But the Lord liveth and brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands wherein he driven them, and brought them again into the land I have gave unto their fathers. So the Lord is about to deliver us again, man. And that's that big deliverance, man. That's the big deliverance. That's the kingdom of heaven right there, man. So hey, it's gonna be way worse than what Moses went through. That's why the Lord put it in his book. Hey, this is gonna be no more said and talked about what happened in Egypt, but what happened is coming from Babylon the Great.
I got a quick one to back you up right here too, because it's Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 39, and it said, "Even so shall not the plague be slack to come upon the earth." All right, I'm gonna read that again. It said, "Even so shall not the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side." All right, and so this is what I'm ultimately going lining up with a day of wrath like none like no other, like none on the earth. Okay, so we getting ready to have that. All right, and so Yahweh says basically telling us to be ready. Okay, so this is verse 40, and he said, "Oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to our battle, behold evil, be even as pilgrims upon the earth." Okay, so we're going back to what the hot Yahweh said earlier, what Dark John and Yahweh said earlier, is we got to be ready to get our spiritual bag packed. Okay, and so Lord willing, this will be our last Passover. All right, we don't have to deal with the things of the plans of the world, or deal with the things that Esau Edom have been doing throughout the whole planet of the earth. Okay, so we got to get our spiritual bag packed. All right, and so let me get another one, which is Micah. This is a real quick one right here. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. And arise ye and depart. Okay? And it's not literally saying get up out of America, get a plane ticket and go move to a different country. Okay? What it says, arise ye and depart. It says you have to get your bag ready to get ready to leave out of the plane. Now about to go down. Bring that deliverance upon America and get Babylon the Great. He's going to deliver the plague on America and get Babylon the Great, and he's going to deliver the remnant, which is 144,000, and the 1/3, which is the whole 11 men, women, and children. Okay, so we finish reading on in Micah 2 and 10, and it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." All right, this is not a place, this is not a home for us. It's never been our home. Okay, and it says, because it is polluted, all right, and it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. Okay, so this is what we are. What main reason why we out here is because of that. Okay, we're telling Yahweh to get ready to go home. Okay, because this place right here, America, ain't not great. It's not our home. All right, it's simple. Just look at the laws. The laws that been written for the Edomites, the so-called white man. It only benefits them and not Yahweh. So-called people. All right. So why but on this man to the Passover, find that in Exodus chapter 12, we'll start at 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, "This month shall be unto you the beginning of the months. It shall be the first month of the year to you." That goes to the new moon right there. The new moon symbolizes the new month. And that's another thing to elaborate on that part right there. You said this should be the first month of the year to you, which ultimately just like the holiday. All right, ultimately this month is the beginning of the new year right here, and that's pretty much our custom right here. This is the new year. And it makes sense too, because how you have a new year, in the middle of winter? That's stupid. It never made sense to me, man. Now I got older, the new year makes sense to be today. Because I'm looking right here, you see grass springing up, man. You see everything coming new. It represents a new year. Right. So this is the new year. You see how Esau got us all off, of how we supposed to be living? We're supposed to be governed by the new moon, man. That's how we tell the days of the week. And that's how I know that Yahushua was really dealing with Moses, and it's a real spiritual thing, because the devil knew, well, Salakia, Yahushua knew that this devil was going to like disrupt the times, change the times, use it with the calendar, and get Jake all off. So what did Yahushua do? He used the moon to dictate our holy days, the new moon, the Sabbath, all of that. That way we can look up in the sky and get back on track. The devil can't manipulate the moon. He can't manipulate the sun and the moon. So use the sun to tell the time of the day, use the moon to tell the time of the month. And I'm like, that's very spiritual right there, man. That's big.
Elaborating further, because the days of the month that we use is just to mark our calendar. It also goes back to the Roman gods, so which is ultimately idolatry. January, all of these months, the days of the month, it goes back to the Roman gods. So this is ultimately further proof that we're living in a revived Roman Empire.
In captivity. So it's under the devil. So I'm gonna go to verse 3. Exodus 3. Spec day unto all the congregation of Israel, stand the 10th day of this month, they should take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, and a lamb for a house. And 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take according to the number of the souls, every man according to eating should make count for the lamb. And 5. Your lamb should be without blemish, a male of the first year. Yet should take it out from sheep or from the goats. So that's why we eat the lamb, on Passover, because the Lord told us to get one, without blemish out your flock, and and roast that to eat it. Now, that's why we say we rehearse the righteous acts, because we don't have lamb like that. We ain't got land. Most of us ain't got that. We getting our lamb from the stores. We don't know if it had blemish or not. So we're not able to keep, the Passover 100% the way our forefathers did. So we just get some lamb, roast it, to rehearse the righteous acts. But that's why we eat lamb. For anybody that's wonder, and it said lamb or goats. So either or will do. And then I'm gonna go to verse 6, Exodus 12:6. And ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. So you kill the lamb, you're gonna roast it, and that's what we eat right there. And it says to the 14th day. It's very spiritual that it's in the 14th day. Because if you go from a new moon and you go 14 days down, when you do the ceremony, you look up in the sky, what you gonna have? You have a full moon. So that's how I know that the Lord was really dealing with Moses when he said that. Because Moses didn't have no telescope. He didn't have no, type of equipment to measure out the days and know something like that. And I see the genius behind it. That's how we know we're dealing with intelligent power. Because the Lord make sure that it happened on a full moon. That way you have all the light to carry out your ceremony. Because they didn't have light switches back then. They had mostly torches, candles, things of that nature. The Lord made the 14th day thereof to carry out the ceremony. That way it be broken outside. And that's genius to me. That's something that should increase your faith. To know this ain't no Big Bang theory. No, we dealing with a real intelligent, power that knows all. And everything is done in order and by intelligent design. When you just look at the creatures of the nature, everything has a righteous order to it. So I don't listen to Esau talking about we evolved from monkeys and there's a big bang and everything is just coincidence. Man, you out your mind, devil. No. And that right there proves it. It's like tonight. When tonight rolls around, look up in the sky, Yahshua, what you gonna see? A full moon. That's why we carry the ceremony 14 days after the new moon. To make sure you do it on the full moon. So check it out, I'm going to go to verse 7. This Exodus 12 says, and they shall take the blood and strike it on 2 signposts and on the upper doorposts of the house where they shall eat it. Now, why did he tell us to put that blood, on the doorposts? That was to symbolize, because Yahweh put a spirit of death on Egypt. And that blood of the doorposts, that grace and mercy, that it passed over you. That plague don't hit, the house of Israel. And then this thing is spiritual. That blood, that was symbolic for Yahushua. For them old, Old Testament only Israelites talking about Yahushua ain't got nothing to do with this. That blood symbolized Yahushua right there. It's like when you look at and fast forward, Yahushua said, so that was symbolic of that back then, And today the blood of Yahushua covers us. So say if you're in a house that you rent or you're in an apartment, you don't have to physically go out and get no blood and wipe it on your doorpost. So you don't get into it with your landlord, because the blood of Yahushua covers us, on that aspect of it. But that's why they did it.
I got to quickly back you up. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 20. And it said, for ye are bought with a price. All right, that price is the blood of Yahushua. Therefore, glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahushua and Yahushua.
Yeah, that's beautiful too, man. That shows, man. I just love how spiritual this thing is. You can look at some Old Testament and you got a reference to something in the New Testament. Right? So it goes together. That's why I understand them old, the Israelites like, oh, Yahushua ain't got to do with this. Right. That's how Yahushua like, man, you crazy out your mind, man.
And it bugged out to even think that because Yahweh always had a mediator between the children of Israel and the prophet. And so it makes no sense for you to believe that Yahweh is not the Savior. All right? But he always had a Savior. Jeremiah, Moses, we can go on and on, man.
Oh, the media. Who got us in order? And there was Moses.
Right.
Yahweh talked to Moses directly, to get us up out of there, man, to set us back in order. Set up the laws. Like, I'm talking about you should eat this, don't eat that. Like, gave us the straight, the blueprint on how we need to live our lives.
Which is often go back to that one precept where it says, the Lord Yahushua changes not. All right, so the thing the way he was back then is going to be the way he is now. He's always going to have a mediator to put forth his message.
Use King David, then he used Peter to set us back, back in order. Samuel too. Can't forget Samuel. Right. Samuel the one that went and found King David. Read verse 8. This is Exodus 12 and 8. They should eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with purged. So you roast the lamb. I like lamb too. I love lamb meat. You get the unleavened bread without leaving in it. What's that, yeast?
Yeah.
Yeast. No yeast in it. You get the bitter herbs, which cover like cabbage. You use bitter herbs? Sauerkraut, horseradish. Get your bitter herbs. You get them prepared. You can wrap your lamb. How I do it, I wrap my lamb up in the unleavened bread, and I eat it kind of like gyro, man. You eat it in haste. Right. You eat it in haste because our ancestors ate it in haste. They had to hear get up out of Egypt, man. You like something real quick. They leave that plantation. So later on tonight, we're gonna get the food prepared. We're gonna eat it in haste. And we're going to, give our praise and glory to Yahushua. The Lord with us the last Passover, man. We're going to ponder on the deliverance that's coming. Get our spiritual baths back. It is deliverance coming. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to, because that deliverance is spectacular, man. When you, read the book of Exodus, you read how he got our ancestors out there. When you read how he plagued Egypt, man, that was just, man, I'd be in awe of that about power. That was Yahushua flexing on, them Havites, Egyptians, like, man, I told you. Now, I had Moses come tell you, you went hard-headed, so, hey, let me what I can tell you. If you look at, he's doing the same thing to these, modern-day Egyptians with Esau, he's doing the same thing to them. Flexing on them, man. I'm in awe. I'm looking at Esau like, hey, man, you better lighten up. I know you ain't, but you better, because, Yahushua, he like, hey, he want his people back, man. He want the Israel back. So right now, we're in the gathering. He's gathering us up through his word. He's getting ready to, beam us up with the chariots, the new spiritual ark. And that's how he's going to preserve us, hopefully elect. And this place is going to get purged by fire. It's going to start with those thermonuclear missiles. The climax of World War III. I think I'm going to skip on down. Now, I'm going to keep on reading all of it. Let's go to Exodus 12 and 9. Eat not of it raw. It's supposed to be like Esau. Cook it. Eat no raw meat. Nor side all of it with water, but roast with fire. His head with his legs and with the pertinence thereof. Pertinence thereof. So we ain't got the head, we ain't got the legs, so we can't do that perfect, but, get your grill out, roast. Yeah, go ahead and roast your lamb. Make sure it's cooked good. We ain't supposed to be eating it raw. And then verse 10 it says, and ye shall leave nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning, ye shall burn with fire. So, you're supposed to burn it with fire. If you're in an apartment, you rent somebody's house or something like that, Apostle Ramla said you ain't really got to burn it with fire, you just throw it out. You don't want the police get called on, we in them times. He saw, Carrie might see you burning something in your yard, she called the police, and you got a whole issue on your hands. So, you just get rid of it, make sure you ain't got nothing left.
Back to that first precept, man. We rehearsing the right to that because we can't keep it perfect.
So 11, and it says, and thus shall ye eat it with your loins girded, and your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. So they're going to eating it like you get ready to go. You ain't supposed to be in your slippers, your pajamas, or nothing like that.
You're not comfortable.
In your boxes. Eat your lamb now, man. You're supposed to be fully clothed, shoes on. It's like you got to get up out of there the next day, and eat it in haste. It's the Lord's Passover. So here go 12. It's Exodus 12:12. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt will I execute judgment. I am the Lord. So that's why they put their blood on the doorpost. Because the Lord sent out a death angel that night to kill all the firstborn. And he said for man and beast. So there's a lot of death in Egypt that day. The Hamites came out there, they had all their firstborns dead. But that didn't happen to the nation of Israel. Because he put the blood, put the blood in your house, they sacrificed lamb. Because he put lamb over our doorpost, and the death angel passed over us, man. That was a wonder right there. That was a wonder. And Lord willing, we're looking for that death angel pass over us in this time. There's going to be a lot of death to Babylonians, period. Babylonians and Israelites as well. Like a lot of Israel ain't coming back to the past, so they ain't in that spirit.
This is, he said there's going to be a lot of death, man, and it's like that too. It's true. It's prophesied there's going to be a lot of death in this time as well. And what is this? And right now, look on the back of your dollar bill. This place is represent just like Egypt. And and you seen what the Lord did to Sodom, and you see what's going on today with all this, alphabet agenda. So hey, there's gonna be a lot of death out here. And this is Revelation 11:8, and it says, and after 3 days, it says, and after 3 days and a half. Well, now let's get that's 11:11. Let's get 11:8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street. And that's what's going to happen again. See, the Lord going to send that death angel again in this time here on Babylon the Great. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies in there, and people spiritually ain't got that blood over their doorposts, man. And that blood over their doorposts is truth. But reading on, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of that great city, which is Babylon the Great, aka America, where we in today. And it says, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And like I said earlier, man, look at the alphabet agenda. Look at the back of dollar bill. Look at the way some of these buildings is architected. And the inside of these buildings is laid out with all these Egyptian statues and checkerboard floors and all these symbols and stuff. Like, man, it's spiritual Egypt. So the Lord is going to turn this place up, man. So we got to have that blood over our doorposts, man. It can't be sided with water, man. We got to have that real truth. That's why the scripture says it can't be sided with water and water it down. You got to have that real truth. You can't have no 50% of the truth, or that's why I like the great millstone. They say I ain't have 100% of the truth, and we do. So I'm gonna read that again. It says Revelation 11:8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of that great city that is called spiritually Sodom and Egypt, where also the Lord was crucified. And that's where the Lord is crossed out here. That's why everything is an anti-Hamashiach field here. Anything you do is against the scriptures. I mean, everything he saw do is against the scriptures.
I got a one because they asked what the opera going into. That blood is what's gonna cover you, right? Through all of the calamity, right? So it's also a representation of that mark that Yahweh going to put on his people, right? So I want to read Ezekiel 9:4. All right, and it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem instead of Mark. Okay, Mark in this Ezekiel 9:4 is the word the Y, okay, which is meaning the mark of exemption. All right, exemption from judgment. Okay, it said a mark upon their forehead of the man that sigh and cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof, which is going back to the to that city spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, and then in verse 5 it said, and to the others, okay, to all the ones that without that mark, he said in my hearing, go ye after them. He said, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare the need, neither have ye pity. All right, and it says, slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children, women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at the sanctuary. Then they begin in the ancient man which were before the house.
See,
Okay,
that right there is why we celebrate and rehearse the righteous act of the Passover, man. We don't want to be slain. We want the Lord to pick us up and deliver us into those chariots. We need that blood over us, man. We need that spirit, that truth over us. You got it.
all right, now you got it.
Yeah. So with that, man, like you said, you're looking for that blood to protect us, man. That exemption. You know, we're looking for that grace and that mercy, which is open to all of Israel right now, if you're seeking the truth. You know? Because like I said, I read that precept, the ones that sign crime, man, that's what we doing, man. A lot of, 2/3 they tell them, man, shut up and be happy, man. Get your bag up. They not signing crime. They want to be here. The Lord is not with that, man. He's not wanting those Israelites right there. He going to wipe them out, man. They're considered the 2/3. He wants the ones that sign the crime, the ones that got a problem with the alphabet agenda. The ones that got a problem because they in captivity. They realize they're in captivity. They know they Hebrew Israelites. I told my mother through the spirit, man, not too long ago, and she kept talking about, Black Lives Matter and all this black people about the church. I told her, the Lord about to kill all people that consider themselves black. Because it's 2023. She consider yourself black people, man. You should be able to come back to her part of being coming back and knowing the Hebrew Israelites, before they come back, knowing the Hebrew Israelites. Knowing your heritage. Man, like we said earlier, rehearsing the righteous acts. That's the best thing you can do right now. So, read 13, talking about that blood. It's Exodus 12 and 13. And the blood shall be a token for read again. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land and eat you. So that goes perfect. So you read earlier right there, man. Look at that death and to pass over us. We're looking for grace and mercy. The blood now, like I said, the blood now is the truth. What's the truth? Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is the Savior, man. That's what's going to say. We need that edge of protection. Because this place is about to, man, these curses about to intensify, man. It's going to be civil war over here. Hey, Jacob's trouble is going to be this straight chaos. It's going to be death angels everywhere. I read the precept earlier. Dead bodies shall lie free. It's going to be so much chaotic. Ain't going to be no funeral. Ain't going to be no burying the dead. Everybody will be running. It's going to be like a chase rope. You're going to be running for your life, man, over here, over there. It's going to be Gerber troops, UN troops, shooting people over here, gunning them down over here. Straight chaos, man.
Now, there's another precept that speaks about the fowls of the air. Y'all about to be outside going to bring the fowls of the air, but those dead bodies just lying in the street. So they ain't going to be able to get buried. So y'all about to be outside going to send them birds to feast on them dead bodies. So that's going to happen in the near future. He did say he's going to bring the fowls of the air. Right. That's also going to with the teeth the wild beast. All of those things are going to be, going through and slaughtering the people that's not protected by the, by the Y or by the blood of the land, which is Yahweh Shah.
So, man, people ain't seeking the Lord ain't going to make it, man. So here goes 14, this Exodus 12:14. And this day should be unto you for memorial. And you shall keep it in the feast of the Lord throughout your generations. You should keep it a feast by ordinance forever, man. So this day is a memorial to us. To ponder on Yahweh Shah, to look on the deliverance up out of Egypt. You know how Yahweh delivered us up out of Egypt, using Moses. Also look on the sacrifice that Yahweh Shah made, the sacrificial lamb. That's why, we eat the lamb dinner. That's the thing on your house shop. Like your house shop said it best, man. He said, eat of my flesh and drink of my blood. Those should be saved. Loosely paraphrasing. And that dinner, that symbolizes that, man. You know? That symbolizes that right there. And that is a memorial to us, man. I think about all those things on the Passover, man. The deliverance, how we in bondage. We still in Egypt. We ain't really went nowhere, man. We still in captivity. Your average Jake don't know that. Jake, because he got a cell phone, an iPhone, he can start a podcast and get some millions of dollars. He think he free. He got, the car on 24s and 3 houses and all kind of jewelry. Jake can tell you he free. Jake don't know that he's still up under the rulership of Esau, man. Because this thing is like a very deceptive captivity. Esau, he is trying to run, he got slaves with it. So, think about this, man. It's a big warrior, man. Let us walk the new year. Hey, to start off on a good foot. Water, how about y'all shop? So this is 12:15. Eat leaving bread, even the first day you put away leaving out of your house. But whosoever eateth leaving bread from that first day until the 7th day, the show should be cut off from Israel. So that's where that grace and mercy come in, man. Like, you're gonna try to get rid of all the leaving and all of that, but sometimes Esau didn't even put that on the ingredient. So you might eat some leaving unbeknownst, be in captivity. But nonetheless, we do it to the best of our ability. So all the leaving in your house, everything that got leaving it, yeast, you get it out your house for 7 days. Take it out the house, get it out of there. It's kind of going to like spring cleaning, man. When I really think about it, it's basically the Lord getting you on a good foot. Getting everything right, in order. Because I noticed like yeast molds, don't it? Yeast mold, So now I see what the Lord is doing. So that's the intelligence I'm talking about. The Lord basically telling you get the spring cleaning going, get the old leaving it out, basically get everything in order. Like every day He giving us a reset, man. This day they reset, get everything in the right order, clean up, and get ready to start the year on the good foot. So for 7 days we eat that unleavened bread, and that's to remind us, like, you got to get up out of here, So the plus it's good to get this, like, to go 7 days without eating no yeast, man. Like it gives your body a chance to readjust, get right, get cleansed. So the Lord, man, He doing this in a very, very righteous order, man. Very intelligent, man. We dealing with intelligent power, man. He gets us right, man. If we walk in those, those commandments, walk in that order. Because it said by the ordinance forever. So, to this day, till we get on the chairs, is what we're supposed to do. And that's wise, man. That's what I say, man. Following the Lord, that's wisdom. I recommend to do this to the best of your abilities. So that right after the Passover, you got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. When you get the leavening out, get your bread, that's unleavened. You go to certain stores, go ahead, certain tortillas you can get that ain't got no leaven in it. Get you some tortillas, eat on that. Usually I do a fast when this thing hit. I usually go on a straight fast, like purge all the impurities out of my body. We got all these GMOs going. So I usually hit a fast, y'all probably when this time comes to give my body a reset, get your chance to readjust, man. We be under a lot of stress, man. We ain't getting the nutrients we need from food. GMOs, drink a lot of water, and then flush out real quick, man. Get ready for the new year.
Even though we heard to the right of that, we might have unleavened bread. Knowing Esau, just like you said, knowing Esau, he might have added yeast in some of that product that we use, that we think was unleavened. All right, so how about y'all know that we're not going to be able to keep it perfect? So this is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 10. And it said, I, the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, search the heart. I try to reign, even to give every man according to his ways. All right, according to the fruit of his doing. Okay, so ultimately, Yahweh Yahushua is going to judge you by your intent. So even though you might, unbeknownst or not knowing that you ate something that has yeast in it, y'all about to be outside is ultimately going to judge you by your intent, not by the wickedness that Esau Edom put out in the GMO foods. All right. So this is ultimately going back to the first precept. We rehearsing the righteous act. Okay. So we're intentionally trying to keep the law and statute commandments to the best of our ability. So that's how y'all about to be outside is going to judge you. You got it, dog. I'll be going to pull it out just to clarify that.
Okay, man. It's hey, Shalom, Jeremiah, boy. Hey, man, y'all subscribe to that brother, man. Mighty brother in the truth. Man, he came with one that's real good to cover that blood we talking about. It's Romans 5 and 9. I might start at 8. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 8. This Romans 5 and 8. But Yahweh commanded his love towards us, and that while we were yet sinners, Hamashiach died for us. There go that blood again, man. Sacrificial lamb. He sacrificed himself for us, man. We gotta think about that. And then Romans 5 and 9. Much more there being now justified by his blood, we should be saved from the wrath through him. So that goes to what you said earlier, that mediator, man. Our mediator now is Yahweh Shah. He's the mediator for us, man, to get right with Yahweh. Man, and well, he paid a price to be that mediator. He shed his blood. He the good shepherd. He gave his life for us. Yasharala. So we got to make good on that promise, man. We shouldn't be out here being niggas and being ratchet, and just being like a minion for Esau. That's not making good on that sacrifice, man. That's not, making y'all feel good about that. No, man, we got to come back. We got to come back and like keeping the Passover, our holy days. What we're supposed to be doing. That's the start of that. That makes y'all not happy. Like, go back my holy days. Hey. Y'all be shot like, oh yeah, okay, it's getting that time, man. So hey, y'all shopping on that garment, like, hey, man, my wife getting back right with me, man. It's time to get her back up, man. She's supposed to the wife goes to the next Israel. So the rest back in the play. So now we're doing, we weren't doing this, in 50s and 60s, man. We weren't hearing that so much. Now I know the truth. It's like, starting to overwhelm Esau, man. That's why he gonna come down with great wrath, man. Because now he's starting to see that woman, man. That woman putting on her righteous apparel, her wedding garment. She get that bride getting ready for that wedding, man. And the start of that, like I said, is what? Keeping the Passover, And if you're like, just get your mind right. Keeping the high holy days, keeping the Passover, man. Because it gets you in the spirit of like, look what Yahushua did for me. Look what Moses did for me. Look what Yahweh did for me, using Moses. He got us out that time. Why not this time? And then when you look at the plagues that Egypt got hit with, you look at Babylon the Great to this day, you like, wow, man, I'm living the story. Like, we're here now. So what you want to do now is be in that righteous spirit, man. Be one of the Israelites going to get that deliverance. You want to be obedient to Yahweh Shah. You don't want to be no stiff-necked murmurer complaining. I want to go back to Egypt. Who's better than Egypt? I want to go back. You don't want to be in that spirit, man. Yahushua, he ain't gathering those up. Those is going to have to get burnt up. They don't get burnt up in the fire.
Remember Lot's wife.
Yeah, don't be in that look back spirit looking like, and that's how you got to be in the right state of mind. I don't know why Israel won't even stay here, man. Like I read it earlier, this place is trash can polluted. This place vexes me, man. Like, they got LGBT stuff all in your face. You can't even avoid it no more. Turn TV, you see it. Go outside your house, you see it. It's everywhere, man. Your food is all polluted. We talked about that earlier. You got GMOs in your food, chemicals in your water, the air is polluted. You gotta watch yourself, walk around Babylon the Great, like we talked about earlier, riding our bikes. You start to roll down the police, light you up. Just because you're an Israelite or Jake. So it's really death around every corner, man. You really ain't got no peace here. Like, for instance, how the Edomite part gonna get that Jake in my job fired.
Yeah,
Yeah. He can't work in peace, man. You gotta like walk on eggshells around Esau. He called the police on Jake. Now Jake gonna get fired, man. Like, so there's really no peace here, man. Then you got demons on your women, your children.
Man.
They get all demons on them for watching. They get that Babylonian juice. Your lady might be in that feminine spirit. You might be chilling in the room. She come in and start arguing with you. It's out the blue. You know, she done heard or watched something. She just get mad. Like, I just want to hate this dude right now. Children might get all messed up. Like, this place is polluted, man. It's a trash can. So I'm looking 238 like, you want to stay here? You want to stay here?
How can you rest here? That's what that's what Michael 2:10 meant. Like, why is you in the park? Well, this is not your rest. Like, where's the place of rest? You know, that's home. All right, so that's the place you normally rest at is your home. Okay, so if you can't have no place of peace, no place of home, no place of rest here in America, AJ Babylon the Great, you know that's like I just said. Why do you want to stay here? All right, so you're basically resting. You know, walking on the edge here. All right, if you got a police driving behind you, you driving on eggshells. You wondering like that motherfucker gonna pull you over. You know, accuse my friend. All right, that's not a place to rest here. Okay, so why do the 2/3 want to stay here? All right, ultimately because they're gonna be destroyed. Really.
I say you got to get up, punch the clock. You can't really like set up get a good rest, man. Your car might be breaking. They can take your car to the shop.
And you getting up early in the morning, be like, damn, I don't feel like going to work, man.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no rest.
Even the women is polluted nowadays. You can't even talk to no chicks if you wanted to, because you don't even know if they got something or they might you got an apple on their neck.
You got to know if it's a woman or not.
Exactly. So there's nothing to live for here, man.
Right.
Like you can't live it out. You just exist.
Then they be trying to like Jake trying to find peace and get the bag. You get the bag, you got to pay a lot of taxes.
Right.
Then we'll like even the little 2/3 Jake, no more money, more problems. Jake might want to kick your dough in. You know, little Ray kick your dough in because you got the bag, you got the money. You can't rest in the house. Here come little Ray, give it up. You know.
You gonna have you start even plotting even more because they know they don't want us in a high position. They don't want us above nothing. All right. So they gonna be plotting.
You say that fight your neighbor. Family members might be calling you because you got the bag. Nigga Tay needs some diapers.
Right.
You supposed to be a man, so really like getting the money really put more burden on you. You know, Nipsey Hussle got popped by Jake for having money. So it's really no peace in getting the bag. You get the bag, you really get less peace. People gonna be blowing your phone up. I need babies. You know, everybody gonna be watching you. Like you got Jake that's rich and famous. Like Tupac was crazy, wanted to kill himself, and he said he can't go nowhere without getting bothered. That's what fame do with Babylon the Great. Man, you can't go, you can't do that. Everybody like, how can I get an autograph? I need pictures. I need this. I need that. So that's no peace, man. So that's not a way out. But Jake looked at it as a way out. Like get rich and famous. They call it making it.
Yeah.
When you make it in football, are you gonna be famous? Like he made it. I'm like, shit. No, he didn't. Y'all have no idea. This man done went into he's about to harass this man. He gotta go to rituals to keep that fame going. He gotta do whatever little weirdo stuff Esau doing. Esau ain't gonna give you no rest. Like you said earlier, huh? You got millions of dollars. Esau, you got millions of dollars. You not gonna get no peace. Esau, what you doing, man? I heard you purchase that. Why you purchase that?
Man,
what you trying to get a store in your neighborhood, a grocery store? Why you doing that? Well, guess what? You violated this, and that. You gotta go to court.
Man,
then you gotta go to court.
You gotta do what they call a smear campaign. You know, you gotta clear up your name.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason why these celebrities be on drugs all the time.
God,
they can't deal with all that kind of pressure.
But we talked to Will Smith. They said he no peace.
Man,
man. That man about to go crazy.
And that man sleeping right next to a witch. What?
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no peace. She on his butt. Esau on his butt. Man. Why you slap Chris Rock like that?
It's that was very uncommon.
We ain't giving you no more movie. Okay, now you pop and suck on this, I'll give you a movie. You always do it. You know, fire it up. Where your son? I want your son. So I send Jaden over here and tell him, dab me with the Vaseline. Like, that way on your mind. That's not peace, man. That's not peace, man. Like we was talking earlier. What's that basketball player, John Morant? Yeah, he ain't got no peace. Right. This little dummy down there about to run his whole. He going crazy. I think he going crazy because, you know, that's like basically to get to, there's no peace here. Ain't no peace in getting the bag. That's really going to make it worse. Really, we got more peace living, you know, where we at. Like, getting enough money to pay our bills. Like, nobody bothered us too much. We ain't got no peace.
Ultimately, the peace is really in these scriptures right here.
It's true.
It really is. Because you really think about it, all of the wicked people, they shy away from you if you bring up a scripture.
They do. I've ran off my people many times doing that. You are so right. I know that's the best way to run them off.
Man.
I had to tell Eve that, like, you sick of dudes, just bring up the word. little wicked Jake can run off real easy. And I do that, man. You hit on the head. That's how I chase off my family on the bottom. I'm like, the Lord said that.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, the wicked don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about the word of Yahweh to outside, boy.
They be quick, man. You were so right on that.
He on one again. Let me go on about it.
Yeah. There he go with that, you know. Yeah, Yahweh shot stuff again. I don't want to talk to him, man. So I think I'm gonna keep on. Come down from Exodus 12. Matter of fact, I could go down to Exodus 12 and 22, man, because it kind of goes to what I was saying earlier. You know, and this is Exodus 12 and 22. And you have to take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out the door of his house until the morning. You know, so they're going to, you know, the hyssop. That's like a good little herb to help like when you deal with illnesses. I've been using it too, y'all. So that's a very good herb to use to cleanse you out. And that's just going more to like that blood, you know, get your house in order to get that exemption. You know, and lentils. Man, through the scripture, I didn't know lentils, man. I didn't go to lentils. I'm like, what the heck is some lentils? You know, so, you know.
That's a part of that. That's another thing, a part of study. You know, ourselves food right there. That's how you study. All right, you don't know what something is, look it up. Okay, so we can't. You know, I was listening to a video. I believe it yesterday, and you know, he was basically asking the question. You know, how did that is it can be opium on Passover. You know, it matches in the video. Look it up yourself. Okay, we can tell you, but you gotta be able to look it up for yourself as well too, man. You can't expect us to give you the answer. All right.
There's a lot of them too, man. One of them spoon feed everything, and that's not hopefully Lex got to see. Hopefully Lex don't. I mean, they will do it to work on their own, man. I know the ones that be asking, they're the ones that need to be spoon fed.
Yeah.
It's like you got to drag them in the truth. We ain't meant to be dragging you in the truth, man. We're not gonna be holding your hand.
We can tell you maybe just 1 or 2 videos, you know, that kind of spoon feed you like a baby, because you know, of course, we understand that when you come into this thing, you like newborn babe, you know. So we're gonna have to feed you, but then eventually you're gonna have to, you know, crawl and then you're gonna have to walk. You know, just like newborn baby. You know, baby gotta grow up.
Yeah, you gotta grow up in this thing, man. You gotta learn. You know, I notice a lot of Israelites they want this black and white every little thing, and they be irking everybody's out about that too. He gets a lot of it. Now you look like y'all know who y'all dealing with. Right. So I'm here on Exodus 12 and 23. The Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. So they're going to that market exemption, that protection. You know, the Lord gonna smite the Egyptians. And now in modern day, he's gonna smite Esau. You know, all the heathens. You know, you're gonna get rid of all of them. And Israel gonna get smited now too. They ain't covered with this truth, which is the blood of Yahweh Shah, man. They ain't got that, you know, now that disciples represent your mind, your spirit. You know, you got that exemption on you, like you said earlier, at the wall, that mark. You know, and I look, a lot of Israelites ain't got that, man. And I'm looking like we about at the, you know, we about the closing time, man. Yours mercy closing. I be looking out at Jason, my job, like, woo. And they so far behind, like, man, I can't give you the truth. You go tell them. Too far gone, man. You got to just, hey, stumble across the video on your own. I can't help you, man. You bring more hell on me. And he said, y'all dumb. You know, then I got that issue. And that'll make me want to get mad, want to do something to Jake. Like, why you go tell that, man? So, a lot of you Jakes, man, hey. And I know they done heard. Cause I be looking at the little nigga Jakes in my job. I'm like, I know you heard Kanye say that. I know you heard Kyrie Irving say that. Right. So you heard. You just worried about what, you know, Lil Boosie got to say. You worried about what NBA Youngboy got to say. Or whatever little young rapper it is going, or Kodak Black. I be looking like, who decided to pull out the woodwork? I'm saying anybody can listen to that dude. He about to go crazy out his mind. You know, I see him like, I'm like, yeah, homie, you know it's about to be bad. Because he know he was a lot. I heard Kodak Black knows that. to Exodus 24 to Exodus 12:24. And ye shall observe this thing for ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. We're supposed to teach this to our sons, passing on. This thing like a baton. Apostle elders passing on to us, just passing on to our sons to the young generation as well. There's a dude right there in the car. Guess what? Taking pictures there. Mapping black walls. They got big nines on, but they don't change the tape. Man, that's all it is. Then I'm gonna hit Exodus 12:25. And it should come to pass, ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you according as he had promised. That ye should keep this service. So that's going to what I was saying earlier, man. We about to go back to New Israel, man. Our land. So our land, everything gonna be cleaned up. The church gonna clean it up, get the radiation off. We're gonna go back to Israel. They're gonna set everything up in Israel, push out from there. That righteous vibration, man. The earth gonna be under our subjection. And then everything gonna be clean. Clean food, clean water, clean air. Ain't gonna be no LGBT pride parades going on. None of that.
That will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Right. Then we gonna get real rest. We ain't gonna have to wake up, punch a clock, none of that. We can rest till we feel like it. Servants come in, it's time to wake up, Your Highness. And they're gonna be throwing little rose petals on our feet. Yeah, rose petals on our feet, milk prepared. Wife's gonna greet us. My Lord, how you feeling this morning, my Lord? Put my royal royal things clean. Nah. Look out, man. See everything right in the water. Might want to walk out with the sons, go greet the Akim. Look at the markets, man. The streets gonna be paved with gold. Hey, man, it's about to be spectacular. And what I'm saying is low level. It's gonna be way better than what I'm saying, man. Way better than that.
That's beautiful that you saying that, because y'all about to be outside saying my thoughts are not your thoughts. These are my ways, your ways, said the Lord. That means he gonna, whatever we thinking what the kingdom's gonna be like, gonna be 10 times way better, in my father's mansion, in my father's house, there are many mansions, right? That was the thing that we could partner on for
Exodus 12:27. Then ye shall say, it is a sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the house of the children of Israel in Egypt, and spoke the Egyptians, and delivered our houses, and the people bowed their head and worship. Right? So, hey, that sacrifice right there, man, we make it good on that, man. Lord's Passover. How about y'all with God? We're doing that. You're looking for deliverance, you're looking for salvation. And hey, we're gonna worship, man. We worshiping now. We really gonna be rejoicing and worshiping when we get beaten up in that chariot. Or we just look out and see the kingdom looking like something like Wakanda times 1,000,000. You're gonna rejoice, man. You're gonna be, hey, call along your how about y'all was shot all day, every day, man. They said we probably ain't gonna have no clock. We're gonna be going by the sun and the moon. I got all the time in the world to do what I want to do. I'm about to go on the council and I'm access denied. And I'm like, you ain't get that land. I said no. All the council gonna look up Israelite bases, digging sheep, Israelite bases on that. And man, that's what keeps you going, man. That's how you endure this place. Ponder on that. Get your mindset on the kingdom, man. Get ready to leave this place. We get ready to leave spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, the house of bondage. We get ready to get up out of it. We're about to be free. True freedom. It's right here at our fingertips, man. All we gotta do is put our bid in, make sure our call doing our due diligence, make sure our call election is sure. Because it's hurt. The door of mercy is opened up. All you gotta do is get in, sit down in this feast. All this food going out and eat up. Eat till you get fat, man. You should be fat, full of the truth, man. Just walking like a fat kid, full of the truth. The mission of the kingdom of heaven. Get ready to deal with, Jacob's trouble, man. Got your mind right. That way when it happens, they doing this, they doing that, man. You know what they doing, man.
Yeah, that's what the Passover was about, man. When you go read, just like the Octave read earlier, when they ate and hated. Okay, they mean they ate to the point where they had to keep moving. All right, they had to sit down, eat for a little bit, and then get right back up and keep moving. That's basically being pilgrims on the earth, and that's right. That's the spirit that we got to be ready. We got to be in when the evil get ready to come. All right, when Jacob trouble comes, that's that spirit we need to be in. Being as pilgrims on the earth, being ready to move, leave everything behind that you basically bought and paid for in America, aka Babylon the Great, and have your spiritual bag packed. And get ready to move out, man. That's the ultimate that's the ultimate what this thing is about.
Don't worry about what you got, man. The Lord gonna take care of us on our passage of battle here, man. We'll be pilgrims. I'm gonna read this right here. Exodus 12:36. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. Man, so we getting up out of here, man. The Lord gonna make sure we got everything we need to get up out of here and get salvation. So we shouldn't be having anxiety or like fretting because we ain't got our doomsday prep together. Like, oh, I ain't got no generator. I ain't got the truck I need. I ain't got enough MREs. I don't know if I got enough weapons. I don't know if I got enough to get up out of here, man. The Lord gonna give us favor to get up out of here, man. We're gonna get everything we need to get salvation, man. So when the stuff hit, we good, man. Being in this truth, having the truth, and being laced up with it is the best thing you need. It's really how you pack your bags.
If you read Exodus, it tells you the children of Israel, hey, the Lord didn't suffer them for nothing to go on. They had clothes that was walking around for 40 years that didn't wear out. Their shoes didn't catch holes or nothing like that. So see, don't worry about what you got and what you're going through, because the Lord going to help us out. That's the whole point of it. You got to have that faith to stand on.
God, man.
Didn't have nothing to drink. Slap a rock. Here comes some water coming out.
Manna,
quails.
Yeah, food they was fed. They said don't worry about what you got, man. I know there's a lot of young people working with that anxiety, like, man, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Man, the Lord is ready right there.
As long as you got this, man, you gonna make it.
God,
I got a quick one here to back y'all up.
that's what happened. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 65, verse 13. And it says, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Hear that? Hey, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink, man. You serve the Lord, you take the Lord gonna take care of his open elect, man. And how look at he want to show that power. So you might not know, like we might be like pilgrims, man. We might get nothing but a backpack. We walking. And you don't know where your next meal coming. You don't know how you're gonna avoid these troops that's running around.
That's just like the book of Eli, man. All he was walking around with the Bible. You know what I mean? The Bible and his sword. That was it.
God, little backpack, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lord might like put on your spirit, like, go this way.
Right.
You gonna go that way, and it's gonna be a house. You go in the house and he's on a doomsday prayer. You gonna sit there and eat real good. The Lord gonna say, okay, head this direction. Go head that direction, you know. And you look up, man, the troops gonna pass you by, you know. Like, dang, I'm glad the Lord led me here, man. They gonna miss you. In the house, if you stayed in that house eating that food, you'd have got, you know, messed up. You know? So I like how the Lord doing this.
Who was that? Alicia or Light. I had a long journey, fell asleep by a tree, and when he woke up, there was a cake baking on the coal and a cruise of water sitting there waiting for him for his long journey. Angel dropped on to us, like, so you ain't nothing to worry about once you have this truth and you really live in the scriptures, man. You put therefore your best way to be the hopeful elect, loosely paraphrasing says, put therefore on as the elect. So as long as you're doing that and you got that for a while, you trying, you're praying, and good. Lord willing, you is the elect.
All right, then, like Jeremiah is the real good one. Kind of back it up. Alright, it is. Yeah, this, hey, Jeremiah with another good one. It's Isaiah 65:14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but yet shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Everybody that seek this truth thought it was about getting the bag, thought it was about being a Babylonian, called us crazy. We out here wearing dresses or whatnot. Man, them dudes is crazy. You know, they gonna be confounded. They're gonna be in a bad way when all hell breaks loose. When y'all start sending them angels out. You know, when that famine start hitting, when plagues really start to hit. all messed up. We go, hey, holler for joy. The Lord gonna take care of us, man. We're gonna be sitting back hearing them holler out in pain, women getting ravished, dudes getting all messed up, and we ain't gonna care, man. We're gonna laugh at their calamity like, yeah, you saw the truth. I was crazy, remember? Now I'm over here in the hood, man. I'm walking like, it's like they don't even see me over here in the bush. I'm just ducked down the cut looking at them, knockoff cakes. You know? I got food in my bag. You know, me and mine, we good. You know? Hey, I'm gonna lock into the Lord. He's gonna leave me up out of this. But it's like a maze. You know, it's like we in a maze right now. The Lord gonna like make sure you go to the right direction you need to get up out the maze. It's gonna ultimately lead you to the chariot. When you get beamed up to get up out of here. You know, once you make it to the chariot, that's the finish line. You know, you're gonna get the new body. You know, you're gonna come back down and hey, it's time to move ahead. It's time to set everything up. You know? How you want it. Now you the new judge, righteous judge, man. Now then we'll be able to implement the laws and commandments that's in this book. You know, ain't gonna be nobody like, nah, don't do that. I want LGBT stuff. You know, it's more than two genders. You ain't gonna be no more of that stuff. You're not gonna hear that.
That's the whole reason why y'all talking about to destroy this place anyway. All right, this place is basically gonna be seen as the example of Sodom and Gomorrah.
And I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna go down to Isaiah 65:17. But behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. This place going bye-bye, man. That's why, hey, like a Passover, man. This place is about to pass over. The kingdom of heaven is about to come into place. You know? And we got to be ready for that. The kingdom to come. Not, trying to make the best here. What's that one group doing? New Jerusalem. Over here, like, dude, this place about to get straight burnt up. Boy, crazy out your mind, man. Talking about New Jerusalem. Crazy.
New Jerusalem in Babylon the Great.
Yeah, man. No, man. We want the real New Jerusalem. You know? Yeah, let's say we ain't gonna be seeing stuff like that.
Nah.
Seeing stuff like that. It's too much, man. We want Babylon the Great. You know? You like, I'm on a bad. Nigga bird. You know?
Right on 28?
Probably so. 26 or something like that. You gonna see that number. I said Jake's still the nigga still, man. We're trying to give him the truth. We over here bags packed, man. Getting ready to celebrate the Passover. We're gonna ponder on the Lord. Think about what's to come. And get ready to get up out of here, man. Like I said, Lord willing, this be the last Passover. Because we ready to go. We hasten to coming, man. We ready to see our Lord and Savior Yahushua. We ready to be caught up with him in the clouds. We're going to chariots. We're ready to come back down and get everything in the right order. I'm ready to see what the world looks like, in its most beautiful state. I'm ready to see what it look like without Esau and being in rulership, man. We're probably going to see animals and plants that we thought was gone, extinct, come back into play. Man, the place is going to be like a luscious jungle. I want to see how, like, our palace is going to look. I want to see what y'all brothers are. Y'all going to deck y'all's out, man. The gold, the silver, the diamonds, I'm ready to see the magnificence of it. Like, let me go over the ox, man. I got some sons that need to go with his daughters.
Right.
We got some sons for my daughters, and we about to have, good little receptions, man. To eat and have feast days and tell them, hey, you better get in there and slaughter them dang lambs. I need this much chickens,
Hey, you know how they're doing the ceremony. They give them wedding gift. Them wedding gifts gonna be some of them Edomite servants.
God. Good, you ain't lying. I got about 3 Edomites.
They little babies right now, but when they grow up, they're gonna be some good workers.
Mm-hmm. That's woo, man. That stuff will smile on your face, man. I'm ready for the kingdom, y'all. I'm ready for the kingdom. That is going to be great. That's why this is good news. It's good news.
I got one more, man, because when I mentioned earlier, the door of mercy, all right, he said the door of mercy get ready to close, all right, you got to remember, you got to know who that door is, and that door is Yahushua, okay, so the door pretty much closed when Yahushua come back. That's when it's too late for you to get in the truth, all right, so to understand that the door of mercy get ready to close, so when Yahushua come back, that's when the door is closed. All right, so that's when everything is gonna be, that's when Yahweh shot, because he said, think not that I come to bring peace on the earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. Okay, so when Yahweh shot come back, that's when that door is closed. All right, so I'm gonna read Hebrew. Pull it up real quick. I'm gonna jump down a little bit. I'm gonna read Hebrews chapter 1. Hebrews 8 in chapter 1. Hebrews chapter 8, verse 1. All right, it said, now of the things which we have spoken, to this is the sum. We have such a high priest who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heaven. All right, then it jump down to verse 4, Hebrews 8 and 4. And it says, for if he were on the earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that there are priests that offer gifts according to the law. And it says, who serve unto the example of the shadow of the heavenly things, as Moses was the modest of the Most High, when he was about to make the tabernacle for seest, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern to be in the mouth. Verse 6 is the point. But now has he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon a better promise. All right, so Yahweh Shai is the one he sacrificed himself for us to enter into that new covenant. Okay, and so this is the last precept that I had, and Yahweh Shai said it himself. Okay, Yahweh Shai said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man coming to the Father but by me. Okay, so Yahweh Shai is the door. He is the mediator. So anybody that's listening to those Old Testament Israelites that believe that Yahweh Shai is not the Savior or the Messiah, he's a damn lie. All right, because he is the door, and that door is getting ready to close. So you better get in this thing while you can, because the minute he come back, that's when that door is gonna be closed.
Now, really, the door not gonna close when the truth get pulled back. Remember the word? That's when the door gonna close. All hell break loose. We're not gonna be out here ministering to the people. All hell break loose.
Yeah, the
When
fact
Yahweh Shai come back, and when he come back, that's when the deliverance gonna come. When he come back, that's when we're gonna be caught up hither with Yahweh Shai. But it's truth, the favor of the word here, that's the door closed, because we're not gonna be teaching no more. Right now, we still teaching doors of mercy are open. And Jake is like, the majority of Jake don't care. They just walk on by, they don't care. It means nothing. But for us, the sheep, hey, he said, my sheep hear my voice, man. We heard, we like our pants on fire. Like, hold up, man, what you say? They precept, oh, man, that sound right, man. Let me get some more of that. Hey, man, what's the pages? Okay, I'm going to listen to this op. Like, I listen to truth all the time. But yeah, fame of the word, that's going to be the cutoff date, which that's coming. And they're going to use the LGBT to cut the word off. They're already saying, like, what, it's hate speech. They're about to ban TikTok.
Yeah, they're doing petitions on it. There's a alphabet agenda that walking around trying to get people to sign a petition to ban it from the sale of Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, so it's coming. It's coming. And then, like, if that don't happen, all hell breaking loose, cut off, that'll start the fame of the word. Because once, civil war going and, this chaos said, well, I have to come out here, Yahweh Shai said, no, that's when he going to put us up. The boss going to be put up at that time. And, that mercy, that open hand has been closed up. Now he got all the open lake been sealed. Once all hell break loose, he got the number that he wants. The word, the work is finished. We're not going to be out forever, like getting precepts and doing this, man. The work going to come to a close. And we can see, closing season is about soon, man. Like I said earlier, this feel like the last Passover. Now we could, be here for another year or two, but you can tell everything is set up to go up in smoke. All we need is like one missile to hit the wrong person, and then get on the phone, and there it go. Or these Edomites like, I'm tired, or like let Trump don't get what he wants. Edomites say, I'm tired of these jakes, and then get on the killing spree. That'll start the civil war right there tonight. Well, I'm starting to see now that less on how the LGBT is starting to get nervous and get mad and get riled up. And they might think, I'm every straight person I see. I'm about to loud. They said, you're going to see gender war. So any day something can happen, man. Like I was listening to Yashima from Mississippi, man. He's like, we got 1 or 2 events away from our hell breaking loose. We started making one event, and there it go. Now, before it happens, the MOTP system has to be enacted, which that's on the books and table. Because when did Elon Musk and the trials go? Was that May or June?
Yeah, it actually said June, like late
June.
So,
oh, that's spiritual. And then the dude say, it's June.
Yeah.
I ain't knowing the micro thing.
Yeah.
And the devil about to test it in June. So that was a straight gut punch to that old wicked dude right there. Like that's the Lord shutting him up. He gonna look crazy. I'm looking at him like, man, how you gonna spend this? Like, first of all, come to spin doctor. What more lives you got to come? Like, and everybody, how you gotta see me come up out of there, man. Real talk, come up out of there right now. And that dude, man, Lord gonna have him stumbling in a minute. He was like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking like, I know you about out of lives. I know you about out of lives. How much more you spend this, man? To us, he already been found out to be a liar. But y'all shy about this, man. Strip him straight naked like Esau in a minute. And say his congregation might get mad at him. Like, I done gave you over $2.4 million. And you done lied to me this whole time. Hey, dude done got millions of dollars from the congregation. I know they're angry. But they probably got people dying from the juice.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah,
so they people that died in their whole
hey, man, something bad gonna happen to that leadership over there over IUIC, man. Hey, they be like, Kid, that's had it right. I was listening to you. You called the phones. I didn't listen. And now my stuff all messed up. And I look up at the devil. You promoting that thing.
That's why he got blood.
It wasn't none of that. What you say? We got last year before last. It's June. Ain't no other microphone.
He said that a while ago. It was
like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, but
it might have been during that pandemic. He said it, maybe. But he was overseas.
He said it, yeah. I
should have said it. The temple, like, it's June. And they made like a little clip of it.
Yeah. I like, yeah. So, hey, that's the Lord confounded that, man. Hey, the devil about to test it in June. I said, it's going to come back out. See the brothers mixing it up, remixing it. It's June. I'm like, man, that dude off, man. I said, hey, I got my piece. I probably hand off this right here. I wasn't going to do it, but it's so spot on. It's Isaiah 65 and 8. Thus said the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster. And one said, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all. And that wraps it all up, man. That new wine going to this truth right here. The new gospel, man. It's found in the cluster. In the midst of all this chaos, you got the truth here, man. And what the Lord say, it's a blessing in it. What's that blessing? Salvation, protection, deliverance. He said I would destroy it, but not all. Hey, I'm sure about to destroy all these little wicked jakes, man, but he ain't destroyed the hopeful elect, man. Hopeful elect is their blessed remnant. We're willing to part of that. Hey, we're looking to get the deliverance. We're looking to get out of, spiritual Egypt, land of bondage, Sodom and Gomorrah. We're looking for that deliverance, man, which is coming soon. So with that, man, we're going to edify. We give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rabbi, he said, Ball, hey, Shalom.
Water for tuning in.
On the comment board. Shalom, baby. Hey, keep this baby almost up out of here. Man.